How to effectively apply morels mushrooms in your garden and collect them in handfuls. To plant morels in your garden, you will need spores from a particular species of fungus, in this case morels. You can get them by collecting adult specimens with caps and root. Mushroom caps contain fungal spores from which mushrooms spread in nature, and the root contains the mycelium necessary for the development of the fungus. When picking mushrooms, take the overripe ones with you as well. Mushrooms needed for sowing should be fully developed and mature but not dried. Morel spores are often found in the so-called garden bark used for mulching gardens. With luck, some gardeners grow morels on their own in the garden. You can also purchase specialized mycelium at the store. In addition, a suitable substrate is needed for the development of a given species. The place of cultivation should have a soil with a neutral or slightly alkaline pH, i.e. from 6.5 to 7.5, but as you can see, morels grow in my place both on the ground where the currant grows on the ground with a alkaline pH, but also near blueberries where the pH is acidic. Whole mushrooms, especially the caps and roots, are chopped or crushed, or the purchased mycelium should be placed in a suitable mixture consisting of half a kilogram of peat, 1 kilogram of sawdust, half a kilogram of wood ash, and 200 grams of lime. So it will be proportionally 8 parts of peat, like 80-liter bag, 4 parts of sawdust, 2 parts of ash, and 100 grams of gypsum. Mix everything together with the spores and mycelium of the fungus and pour water. The pulp should have a moisture content of 70%, with very strong squeezing of the mixture in the hand. 2 to 3 drops of water leak out. Rainwater or well water is the best moisturizer. City water, chlorinated, is not suitable for this purpose. We bury the whole thing at a depth of about 5 to 7 centimeters. Great results are obtained by covering the soil with agrotextile, in which we make holes in the place where mushrooms are to grow. It retains increased moisture and warmth. It should be remembered that it should be a non-woven agrotextile material and not agrofabric made of plastic. The place with mycelium is then mulched with a thin layer of fine pine or spruce bark.
Bien.
Morels often appear spontaneously around areas in the garden where a fire or garden debris is lit, as it prefers ash-fed soil. Ash makes the pH of the soil alkaline. It works similarly to lime. Morels like the vicinity of timber yards or wood waste. It is worth choosing places near or even under the roots of fruit trees and shrubs. Morels like the company of rose plants, and sometimes they appear in fruit orchards, e.g. under apple trees. In the lowlands, they naturally occur in riparian forests under the white poplar. Rosaceae include the most important fruit trees in the world, including apple, plum, cherry, pear, apricot, peach, quince, and many other edible trees. So you can combine the cultivation of mushrooms with the cultivation of fruits or flowers. Morels like pine and spruce bark with an admixture of sawdust, ash from burnt wood and gypsum. Every year, you can feed the growing places with such a mixture. It is best to apply mycelium at the end of August. It would be nice to have warm and humid places. You can expect the first mushrooms after a few months, even in the same season in the spring, usually in April. It should also be remembered that we do not use any chemicals in the place where the mushrooms are to grow. Also, no dead leaves are removed, which enrich the soil and help create a natural environment. Then we rely entirely on nature. Only during prolonged drought, the place of its application can be moistened several times. In addition, you can feed the mycelium with a yeast solution with sugar. Research conducted by scientists from the Iraqi Journal of Agricultural Sciences in 2013 showed an increase in the yield of oyster mushrooms after adding yeast by 50%. The results showed that the yield and biological efficiency increased with the increase in the concentration of yeast extract. In addition, it is good practice to regularly water the mushrooms with water with sugar, which helps them grow faster. 10 grams of sugar per 10 liters of water is used.